Friends, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, and I'm bringing you today my daily diary segment for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, September 24th through the 27th of 2021. What did I do each of these days? Let's walk through it together. So Friday, I was in Colorado Springs, got up early and did work in my hotel room. And then I was there for the Council for National Policy, a meeting 3 times a year with leaders in the world of religion, politics, and business, conservative movement leaders. So I did networking in the registration area. It's just a great time to be there, and like every minute you're just running into other people who are leaders and with whom we have long-standing relationships, and also making some new contacts. In the midst of the networking, I was also in contact with some state legislators in Mississippi who were responsible for the pro-life law that is now being reviewed by the Supreme Court. I had some communication with them. We had a box lunch networking session with the members of the meeting that was going on, and then what we call the member introductions. So it takes an hour. Each person just stands up and says their name and their organization, and it takes an hour. So I participated in that. And then we went into the presentations that are made by various experts. We talked about the courts, abortion, religious freedom, and many, many other national issues. That was all through the afternoon, and also sometime going away from the group and taking care of certain phone calls and emails. Then a formal dinner with the several hundred members, and some presentations during the dinner. That was Friday the 24th. Saturday the 25th started nice and early by putting out literature on the tables where the group was about to have breakfast. So they allow members to put out flyers or any other updates from their organization. So I put out our newly revised brochure, The Bible's Teaching Against Abortion. They appreciated that. We had breakfast, and then we had member reports. Different members are able to get up and give either a 1 or a 3-minute report about their organization. I did that on behalf of Priests for Life. Stepped aside to do an interview with someone from the Epic Times. They wanted to interview me about a pro-life bill that was introduced in Florida, and also talk about the national issues at stake with the Supreme Court case on abortion. I did some emails, more networking, of course, with the members and the attendees. And then I celebrated Mass for the group, the Catholics in the group, as I do at each one of these national meetings. Followed that by a social hour, and then a formal dinner, again with speeches and all the hundreds of members dining together. The next morning, Sunday the 26th, the meeting was basically over. I did quiet work in my room, a lot of emails, preparation for upcoming talks and travels and interviews, review of Supreme Court briefs and other documentation. So I worked, I also preparing for an upcoming pro-life leaders meeting, worked in my room on all of that. And then midday headed to the airport, and while doing, again, this ongoing reading and work on my laptop, had 2 flights, one to Salt Lake City and then a connecting flight back to Orlando, where I landed at midnight. And then, because our executive director is in California, 3 hours behind, I was able to have a rather lengthy phone call with her on my ride from the airport back to my office, where I arrived at about 1:15 in the morning. That was Sunday, the 26th of September. And then on Monday, the 27th, it was an office day. Started out early with Mass and taping the Mass for broadcast, administrative phone calls. At 8:30, I was on a prayer call with some great leaders, a few dozen leaders from Virginia. They're working on their governor's race this year, 2021 elections, November 2nd. So I got on the phone with them and was led some prayer for them, followed by various staff meetings and then various tapings. I taped my Pray for America program for Right Side Broadcasting, and met with various staff. I had a meeting with our social media department also, lunch, and after lunch, I did an interview with Katie Glenn of Americans United for Life for one of our programs. Interviewed her about 2 Supreme Court briefs that she worked on, one of them from 228 members of Congress to the Supreme Court, asking them to reverse Roe v. Wade. Right after that interview, I went into another interview on Skype with the Terry and Jesse show on Virgin Most Powerful Radio. And right after that, went back into the TV studio for an interview with Chris Bell and attorney Sean Collier about their Supreme Court brief in the Dobbs abortion case. Came back and for the rest of the afternoon and the rest of the evening, did work in my office. I'm still unpacking from my trip. Lots of paperwork, phone calls, emails, the usual office work, and some meetings with staff as well at the end of the day, as well as getting their end of day updates. Just a quick dinner in between all that, and kept working until bedtime. So that was the activities for the 24th to the 27th of September, 2021. Thanks for listening to these daily updates, and continue your active support of us and your encouragement and prayers that we might continue all this vigorous work on behalf of the unborn. Father Frank Pavone here. God bless you.